Hi, welcome to my new series, Nourish Your Health. And this talk is why you might want to listen to me. Now, nurture your health goes along with traveling inexpensively, and it also goes along with making money. Because if you're not healthy, it's hard to make money. If all your money goes to your health, you're not free. But why would you want to listen to me rather than someone else? Well, you can still listen to other people, but I've had a lot of experience of having major health crises and challenges. Often when I went to conventional doctors and stuff, things had gotten worse, not better. So I was sort of on my own, okay, I gotta solve this. Now I'm sure there's a lot of people that had all these problems. They do one diet, it works for them, and they think everybody should do that. Well, that's nice, but it doesn't always work quite that way. Everybody's a unique individual, and different times they're going to need different things. So I'm trying to cover a more general thing. So I'll give a quick overview of some of the challenges I've had, which also got me to become a licensed healthcare provider many years ago, so I could see hundreds and thousands of other people and help them through problems that no one else could help them with. And that's something that I value a challenge. I mean, I originally went through engineering school. Even though I wasn't really into it that much, I did run into most situations where there's physical laws of the universe and there's a problem and you have to apply those laws to get a result. So it's a bit more creative thinking than having a protocol for everything you follow. For the earlier background, when I grew up, my mother had all these back surgeries and operations and things. So, I was x-rayed when I was like 17 and 18 and found, I have a degenerative back, So later, when you're young, you can get by with a lot of that. And when I was older for a while, yoga helped a lot. But then it got to the point where it was just chronic. And I'll get into further what I did to that. It's where my back is fine now. But then later, when I was traveling, when I was like in 1968, I went from London to New Delhi through Afghanistan and Iran, and I got really sick and parasites and took medicines that are outlawed now because they ruin your body. At least that helped me survive the trip. But, that just seemed like it passed. I didn't think about it. But then later, when I was taking some break from the office world and living in the big island Hawaii, working outside in the sun, eating food that seemed really healthy, I was starting to get skin problems. Then I got more skin problems. And eventually, when I moved to San Francisco and got a regular job, I saw, the fancier dermatologists at UC San Francisco and used really strong topical steroids to clear my skin. And then I started getting major digestive problems. And like I might get chronic diarrhea, I might lose 5 pounds in a week or a couple of pounds in a day and have low enough energy in which then I started getting sick. Every month I get sick for a week. So any bug around, I would just catch it and have it. And there's a certain point when you hit bottom, and you just, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get better. And then somewhere at that point, I decided, with all the money I'm spending on medical care, I might as well go to study healthcare myself. At that time, what was new was a licensed acupuncturist as a primary healthcare provider, because you're seeing problems in the Chinese herbal medicine and other nutrition and supplements, the things I've been studying and into for years, and diets and all that stuff. So at least it would be something that I could learn full time, and the money I was spending on doctors I could spend going to medical school instead of just being sick all the time, because I was going downhill. And my father died when he was more than 20 years younger than I am now, although that time it was in the future, but it started making me wonder because he had health problems also. And, so then I went to school and I knew when I went there, if I didn't clear my skin problem, no one would come to see me because I looked pretty weird, So there were certain challenges that I had to perform. I had to get somewhere. And when I got out, then I'd, again, see people that had other problems. They may have had a couple rounds of antibiotics with no results, but, with the right things, I'd get them better. Or they had other problems. Or the doctor wanted to amputate their leg, and figure a way to make their leg get better so they didn't have to be amputated. I have a lot of stories, and I can go over all of these. But for right now, I thought this is more of an introductory. And one reason, I thought, why didn't I want to do a video like this before? Well, some of it is work. When I see people, I see their problems. It's like I have to help them. I have to find a way to do that. And you have a lot of people. Sometimes it starts getting stressful. And there was other stressful things in my life. So I thought, well, for my own sake, I should retire and do other things. And I didn't want this video series to degenerate down to, well, what do I take for this? What do I take for that? I mean, there are things that will help situations, but having vibrant health is the best thing. Sometimes a few things you're doing will undo a lot of good things you're doing, and you need to learn to avoid them. And yeah, things evolved over time, and I'll get into that, what was popular in different times and what worked and what didn't work. And hopefully you can learn stuff. If people have requests of different topics or things, I'd be happy to work that in and address it as well as I can. So I hope you enjoy this series. If you're interested at all, please hit the subscribe button. That way you could know when I have new videos coming out. And if you like this at all, hit the like button. Thank you. I'll be doing another one of these soon. The one thing, I just didn't go to school. I kept taking classes and workshops, especially studying something new. And being new to people, I knew I had to be better than anybody else. So I just kept taking classes and learning more and more about a whole lot of different areas, from a whole lot of different people, from naturopaths, chiropractors, or holistic MDs, till I would figure I had enough. And then I just kept learning and spending a lot of weekends finding new things. So I do have more to offer than just someone that's just been through school, set up their shingle, and deciding to practice.